And it's very, very sad that the autopsy, ladies and gentlemen, the autopsy for the woman, the Sherryann Roet, ladies and gentlemen, there's more to it. There is 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 more to it. And I have a copy of the autopsy, ladies and gentlemen. That it's going to be inserted. It's going to be inserted into the video, but okay, and that is it's very, 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 very serious. It's a very serious thing what happened to that girl. Very, very serious thing, and I'm paying attention. I tell you attention, because it is a wake up call. It is a wake up call. In fact, the autopsy showed that where it was blunt force trauma, both lower limbs, left upper limb associated with compression of neck. A lot of things. The girl was beaten badly. She was beaten badly. I just to let you know that she was beaten badly. And I visited the area today. It's something that really, it's sad. It's very, very sad. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to tell you something. That girl, Sherryann Roet, I will tell you something. And I want to tell you something about that girl. That's a real nice girl. I will tell you why that is a nice girl. She was found hanging yesterday. The woman's body was found in a semi-decomposing state, hanging from a tree at Carli Bay, near the fishing stall on Monday the 9th of December. Sherryann was found hanging from a tree approximately 20 feet high. Her body bore marks of violence to the forehead, over her eyes, on her left arm, on the nose bridge, and both feet and hands. Around 10 a.m. on Monday, a man called the Couva Police Station reported that the woman was seen hanging from a tree. Officer responded subsequently found Sherryann suspended. I don't think we can show that. That's the area. Okay, everything block off. Can't show nothing. Come back to me. Okay? Right. And let me tell you something. That's a very serious thing, but I will tell you how I know Sherryann. Many years ago, and I can remember, sometimes I can really remember things, I was at a supermarket at Rhine Junction in McBean. A supermarket, as you reach the junction, there's a supermarket there. And I think they wanted to advertise. And I think we did an ad, and I had stopped. To talk to them. This is many years ago, yeah? Many years ago. From 2016, either, it could have been a good few years ago. And I saw Sherryann there. She was packing her, right, when she came, because she was selling stuff, like snacks and wholesale thing now. And she walked up to me, she said, "Oh my God, you won't believe, I always wanted to meet you. You're I.A.N, and I always wanted to meet you." I said, "Well, hi, how are you going?" And thing. Very nice, pretty girl, And she said, "Boy, if I tell you something," I said, "How are you going?" She said, "All kind of thing. I'm facing all kind of trouble in my life, but you know what, I can't, all kind of thing." And she started to give me a little story, but I realized it was marital problems, relationship problems with a particular individual. And I told her, said, "Well, you have to do this, you have to do that." Because at that time, she was packing an inshore. She was buying inshore and selling it over, inshore the drink. And I asked her, I said, "Here now, get the inshore for me, that girl." Got a cousin, I had a relative who was, going down in some age, and I realized that's all they drinking. So I said, "You know what, I'll buy a couple of cases and drop it for them now. The inshore, the drink." And do you know, ladies and gentlemen, it's only last night I figured out that was the same girl I spoke to watch me, you want to hear something? When I put Sherryann number on my phone, you know I have that girl number saved as Sherryann Inshaw on my phone. And maybe I spoke to her twice. I spoke to her maybe sometime, I would say maybe about 2 years ago or something. Yeah, 2 years ago. And that is very, very sad. Very nice girl, not flirtatious, very pleasant girl. And it's very unfortunate what has happened. Today I visited the area and this is what I have to show to you. Go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, this is I.A.N. We are at Carli Bay fishing area here in Couva when you drive down that Perseverance Road. I remember coming here many years. This is when Kyle, the doubles man, and went missing. And up to this day, his body was never found, and a couple of persons who drowned in the past and things. But now we are here again, many years after, to investigate the death of Sherryann Roet, 46-year-old. But I will tell you something. I just want you to know this is breaking news. She had marks of violence on her skin, about her body. Marks of violence, her nose, her legs, hands, arm, multiple lacerations across the body, multiple lacerations. This is the area here, Carli Bay. Everybody know Carli Bay. We came here many years ago, many in the 90s. People with churches will come here for baptism and all kind of thing, but it's a popular area. But I will tell you something. I will tell you something today. How this have more, this girl didn't hang herself, and I said it yesterday. And persons don't like me to jump to conclusion, you know. Persons don't like me to jump to conclusion, but I know Sherryann didn't hang herself. This is a tree here. How Sherryann getting to climb up on this tree here, or even to use the top of the van, this girl didn't hang herself, and this is very sad. There are numerous reports about a relative, but I will tell you something. You see here, here's a praying place. Here's a place that people come to pray, and here is like a sacred place. A lot of Hindus come here, and they do prayers. They have a temple right here, and it's a sacred place. People come here to lime, they drink and thing, but they have a temple across, so. And to come and do that here, that's not nice. And we will have to find you. To the relative, we will find you. We'll prove it. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. But let's look at this tree here. This is the tree in question. How Sherryann went up there, I don't know. And when I saw it, I said, nah, something in the motor beside the pestle. Something in the motor beside the pestle. How Sherryann could climb a tree like this? Tell me. How could Sherryann go up on a tree like this? How? And today we call on the spirits to expose the person who did this. Expose them. That they're gonna feel sick. They must be feeling sick right now. Because when I pick up something, believe me, I don't stop until we get justice. You know, if I tell you something, would you believe me? You know I know Sherryann, and I only found out that today. When I saw the picture, it really didn't take up nothing, but after today I realized, and they said that she's a working, you know, she's like a merchandiser and thing. Then I remember a couple years ago, I was at a supermarket in McBean, Deonarine Junction, the supermarket on your right, was by Horace Ramke soon there. And that's the first time I met Sherryann, and she came up to me. She said, "Oh my God, I have been wanting to meet you." I tell her a pretty person, a real pretty girl, real nice girl, and well dressed and fancy clothes and things. And she came up to me, she hugged me up, and then she said, "Oh my God, I've been wanting to come and see you, you know." So I said, "For what?" She said that, "Boy, it's not easy, but real pressure, boy, real pressure. Real pressure." She said, I'm going through all kind of thing. All kind of thing. And she started to tell me, but I don't want to make comments, and I don't want to call nobody's name. And she said she will call me, but she was packing in shore, the drink. And I tell her, I said, girl, I have a cousin of mine's not too well and thing, and I want to get that for them, you know. I want to get that for them to drink. That inshore thing. But anybody can drink. She said, yeah, good. And she called me back, boy, and she said, me say, I'll get it for you at this price and thing. I spoke to her once after that, but when I look back to the history, that was like a year, how long ago I spoke to her. And that was it. But she said she would come and see me. So when I looked at my phone today, I have a save on my phone as Sherry Inshaw. I felt so sad. So sad. To see this girl hanging from the street to the, right here, hanging. And today, today I stand here and I call on the spirits. I call on God today to open the doors and expose the person. Whatever they might be covering up, I want people to come out. And if you saw something, if you know of any information about this, go to ianallen.org. No username, no password. We gotta find them. She was beaten to death, you know, she was beaten to death. Beaten to death in a nice girl like that, beaten to death in a. The autopsy report, the autopsy was today. And the autopsy proved that she was beaten to death. Real sad. I know the girl, I talked to the girl. I think, boy, to be honest with you, that was the first time last time I met her, but I talked to her on the phone. To find out about the insurance and thing, and I was so happy. I said, girl, they tell me I can get this insured at a good price, blah, blah, blah. You know? And it's so sad to know that this girl here found hanging. And some of you who in situations like this, situation of violence with your husband, with a man you're living with, you gotta get out of that, you know? You gotta get out of that. Because you will hang from a tree just like Sherryann. You will hang from a tree just like Sherryann. And they will beat you just like Sherryann. So you see what Sherryann had to go through? Just up to Sunday, she was last seen by her family on Sunday. On Sunday, dropping out relatives and whatnot. She had a little car and thing. And that is real sad. Persons who dealt with her said she was a very respectable lady. She was a respectable person. She never came across, when I spoke to her, with no kind of, you know, flirtatious kind of way, and, you know, very respectable. Mr. Allen, everything. I said, no, hey, relax with Mr. Allen. Call me I.A.N now. Yeah, you're checking the insurance for me. Yeah. I'm so glad, I'm so excited to talk to you and thing. I said, girl, yeah, say you're a real nice girl, you're a pretty girl. She said, but you're prettiness, but you know what how people taking advantage of me. I remember in the supermarket, I had a little talk with her. Because she said, I want to come and see her. She was supposed to have a court case yesterday. I don't know if it was for an interim order. I don't know what. So again, as I always tell you, some of you quarrel and cuss and get on, you're effing seeing about my case, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. It's not what you know, is what you could prove. But monster, we are fine here, you're riling up power. Look where you come on, praying grounds to hang this girl. This girl get beat up all on she foot and she head and all kind of thing. All about in she body. But she had time to throw a rope. Nobody else stupid. I hope you can live with yourself. That's all I want you to know. I hope you can live with yourself. I hope you can live with yourself. Make up all kind of lie by the time. Start lying and start to make up your lies. I'll come after you. I will come after you. I just tell you that I'll come after you. Because the girl's a nice girl. Real nice girl. Can never forget, boy. She had and strange enough, yeah? She had on stripe pants, and I tell her, I said, Sherry, she not kind of funny pants. I think it was her stripe pants. I don't know if she likes stripes. And I said, Sherry, you look like a real classy girl, you know. And she started to laugh. She said, yeah, I like to dress and look nice and smell nice. And very nice girl, boy. And we spoke for about maybe, I say about 10 minutes. Because the supermarket was advertising with us or something like that. And they were doing an ad and I stopped. Yeah, that's the time I met her. Until I come across so many people, yeah. So they talk to people and after you hear that they get gone down, you meet people after you hear that they're drunk, all kind of thing, you know. But the amount of people on a daily basis that I will meet is unbelievable. Unbelievable. That I would take out pictures with like countless, and I go at people and people say, you know, my father took out a picture with you years ago. You know, my son died, but you know, he took out a picture with you when he was in the mall. Yeah, so many people. I really get justice, boy. Some of you young girls who in situations like this, you need to wake up, yeah? You need to wake up because there's a real psycho man out there, real psycho man. Psycho man who will take it to the next level, you know. So ladies and gentlemen, this is where it happened. This is the tree behind me here. But God is a good God today. And to the family of Sherry, and the van was parked right here. Right? This is the area where she was found. And that is what we'd have to label that. I can't use the word hanging. Yeah, do it because on my social media we can't do that. That social media platform, you see, as much as they have how much millions of people watching, the more people watching is the more stringent measures they implement every day. Every day, based on the content of my program. But nevertheless, people seeing your arts, people seeing everything. I want to catch this person so bad, they won't believe it. I want to hunt you down. Like I say, I hunt down the fellas with the robbery in Sivdas Road. I want to hunt all along so bad. Remember the man who made the threat is the first man we got here. So I don't take things lightly. There are things I don't take lightly. I don't take threats lightly. When people start to come around and play taking pity and things, I don't take it lightly. I don't take them things lightly. I take it serious. And there are people who will take that very serious, and the TTPS takes it serious. But we'll find you. That's all I can say, we'll find you. I'll find you. Thank you. You understand? You know, ladies and gentlemen, if I tell you something about Sherryann, that girl that was found hanging, you want to hear the scores about that? Let me tell you something. Look up picture on WhatsApp. This is the picture I have of her on WhatsApp. Right? This is the photograph of her. Real nice girl. This is a photograph on WhatsApp. I think that picture is like a old-time picture, but this is a photo of her on WhatsApp. Let me tell you what's going on. You know, ladies and gentlemen, that girl, when the person hang her, they hang her alive, you know. You know that? They beat and hang her, you know. You want to know how I know that, right? I read the autopsy report, and it shows that the death was as a result of asphyxia. Shock, hemorrhage, asphyxia. Polytrauma. Polytrauma is a term that they use to describe multiple traumatic injuries, particularly to the head, the victim would have sustained. Blunt force trauma, injuries to the head, face, both lower limbs, left upper limb, associated with compression of the neck caused by hanging. Which means to say this alone could tell you she was alive when she was hanged. We need to get that monster. We need to get that monster. If all us sell the monster rope, whoever all us sell, but what I don't understand, did that van belong to her? You know that, right? If the van belonged to her, how she end up here? How did the person leave? Is that cameras, you know? I want to make you feel sick. You know, it's sick. Sick where you can just want to just run. Run, but you can't leave the country. Just run. Just run. And if you leave, I'm still finding you. And whoever assisted, driver, friend, whoever, people talking. So today I call on you, take front before front, take it, because you don't want to hear your name on a show where millions of people are watching all over the world. You don't want to hear it. Because I will make calls tomorrow. I will make calls from tomorrow. I want to talk. And anytime you decline to talk, well, I don't know. The wicked flee when no man pursue them, and I always remember that. So don't beat up.